Hello guys, today's video is going to be a little different. I want to really bring to light certain points regarding activating a divine feminine approach to life, a soft way of living life, quote unquote, in a man's world, okay? And there's a lot to get into because being a woman, it's honestly a journey, to say the least. As a woman, this day and age, especially with certain beliefs that tell you that you have to shrink yourself, you need to play small, you need to act like a woman. And I just don't subscribe to any of that patriarchal mentality of what others have deemed a woman is supposed to be, especially when it comes to the responsibilities of a woman, when it comes to the approach to life as a woman. I'm just gonna start by really going all into it, because if we're not fully ready to receive these messages and to receive the truth, I got interrupted for a second, but as a woman, we are so powerful. And I really have to hype up the women that watch my videos. I intuitively channel, messages. I am all for women's empowerment. I channel a lot of messages, regarding general collectives. I never really side with gender. I'm very gender neutral. But in a lot of ways, women are not given the opportunity to fully feel empowered. And for a lot of people, we don't touch on this subject enough. It's not spoken about enough. It's not dismantled. It's not something that we collectively, focus on as much as we should be. Being a woman is not about being strong all the time. It's not about performing for men, for men's amusement. It's not about masking ourselves and hiding ourselves. It's about unleashing the hinges in our own way, because it's our own birthright to stand in our belief systems, stand in our power, confidently owning our truth, owning our sacred womb is not something to be ashamed of. And it's not something that should go unnoticed either. Because as women, we are portals in between worlds. We are magic. When we are stepped into our power, we are quite literally goddesses. We are infinite beings. We have so much knowledge, so much sacred womb knowledge, ancient. Our menstrual cycles sync with the moon phases. We quite literally are the earth angels. We are the portal of existence. We birth creation. We birth things into fruition. That's not something to just take lightly. Absolutely not. We're powerful. We're powerful, y'all. We know ourselves. I just have so much on my heart. This is beautiful. This has a lot of weight to it, though. It's not all airy and light and like, oh, acknowledging the sacred womb. Some perceptions of women are really harsh and really invalidating, because men that aren't leading in their emperor, their divine masculine energy, are going to be triggered by this. And you know, they're going to have their perceptions, they're going to victim blame themselves, or victim blame, they're going to shame. And I'm not saying that specifically they're going to attack me, but I just feel the collective is like, there's a lot of tension on this subject in general. And unless you're ready to face the truth, until you're ready to live in liberation and in peace and harmony, no matter what gender you are, you're gonna remain stagnant. You're gonna remain disconnected from your own feminine. But again, I'm not trying to make this just about, you know, making people think one way and like trying to convert people to think that like women are more powerful. But I am, as a woman, going to advocate for my women out there. And I just feel guided to share what's on my heart about this, because we're done masking. We're done hiding our true, authentic self. We're done feeling ashamed for being powerful, for being sensitive. I'm still unlearning a lot of shame around my femininity, my guilt when it comes to rest. Sacred rest is so important. And leading in that, knowing that like rest and rejuvenation actually exhilarates your life and propels you in life and clears the path for you to lead in your heart instead of your ego. We're programmed since we're very young to operate from a wounded masculine energy, a wounded feminine energy. And we're told that our emotions are too much, you know, to share with others or to express our creative energy and to put ourselves in a position to receive from ourselves. We're taught from a young age to hide. We're told that we are too much. And for so long, we carry this wound into connections with people, into our careers, it's embedded deep within us until we activate something more aligned with us and, you know, come into alignment with the divine energy that flows through us. Till we access that, we're going to continue to let the patriarchy system and the wounded warrior within us do all the talking, do all the leading. And again, this is not something that is easy to talk about. It's not. But if you're here and you're receiving this, you know that you're meant for more. You know that you deserve more from yourself. You don't deserve to give your power away so freely. You owe it to yourself to call back your energy. You owe it that much to your inner child, to every aspect of you that has felt like you didn't have a voice, that you weren't powerful, that you didn't have a womb that speaks to you so freely. It's like that little voice inside of her head has been tuned out for so long. And we need community. We need more light shed on this subject. We need more leaders in our feminine energy. We need to come together as collective consciousness in our power and shed light on this, because it's so activating. It's so healing. There's something so powerful about a woman in her cyclical element, in her own way, on her own pivot. And some people will shame this version of us because some people like to project their beliefs that, like, women aren't this sacred force of energy. Women are just for entertainment, or women are just meant to, you know, surrender to somebody else and let somebody else, you know, take all the credit, you know? And it's enraging to the feminine. It rages the feminine when she feels suppressed, when she feels invalidated, when she feels like she's not heard. Like, us women deserve to have our voice. We deserve to call back our energy. It's not something to play with, and it's not something to take lightly. Like, we're meant to be taken into consideration in a huge way because we lead with love, we lead with devotion, and when we're in our power, we are intense beings. We shake shit up for people. We cause tower moments in people's lives. Like, we are the oracles. We don't make it easy for a lot of people. Because when a woman is in tune with her wisdom, she's intense. She's a catalyst. And the way a woman in her power knows that in order to be completely herself, she has to feel safe to do so. She has to take up a lot of space. She has to be around people that make her feel like, ooh, you could be yourself. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna shame you. A sacred woman knows that, like, her love empowers those around her too. When she is selective with her energy, when she surrounds herself around people that truly see her, truly honor her, truly just get her to her core, and allows her to be the divine being that she is. And I know that in my heart of hearts, like, you, whoever you are on the other side of the screen, you have so much, like, desire to cultivate this or activate this energy within your own being, because it's waiting for you. It's there. It's dormant. And maybe you've been on that journey yourself of, like, reprogramming yourself in this world to be more of yourself and less of what everybody else wants you to be. Truly unlearning, coming home to yourself like no other time but now. You're seeing this right now because you're ready to receive more. Like, you're quantum leaping into this abundant, beautiful life force energy. Like, you're destined to be received wholeheartedly as the divine being that you are. You're ready. You know, like, there may be some resistance because a lot of us collectively are still trying to navigate this world as it's continue to spin and move on its axis, and at times we feel like we can't slow down to get to discover who we really are. But don't let this world take from you, take away your magical essence, because this is freely your land, and you're here to create, you're here to play. Like, it's that deep. Like, it's that surreal thinking about actually, like, feeling so liberated in yourself, because a part of you is so used to just doing, and just not being, not simply like realizing who you are. But I know that you have it in you to transform. You're wickedly powerful. Whoever you are, you're wicked. You're intense. You're ethereal. Like, you're amazing. You really are. And the world is meant to receive you as you. And I hope you begin to see it. I hope you have been seeing it. And this is just the beginning for you. I see you. Thank you guys for receiving. And let me know your take and how you feel about this message. What it brings up in you. I would love to hear it. Sending you all so much love and healing and liberation your way. This is our era of receiving. I love you.